Hey guys, take a look at what I'm eating today. A homemade B.L.T and some garden salad. I always have to have the garden salad because you need half of your plate to be vegetables, all right? And they're gonna look pretty today because we're not in front of the green screen. Well, I'm not in front of the green screen. Let me do my thumbnail. Welcome to the Bear Pantry Show. If you want to learn how to cook in simple steps and have your dishes come out great the first time, then you're in the right place. Learn to make restaurant-style meals, comfort foods, and authentic Belizean dishes from basic ingredients. Gorgeous, right? So how y'all doing? Let's get right to it. I am so hungry. I made the bread from scratch. I'm going to tell you how I did it. So, this is an artisan bread. I have a video here. If I do, I'll link it in the cards. I'm always telling you guys I'm linking things in the card and then I forget. Thank you for not dragging me for that, okay? It's one of these simple breads to make. Put the flour, the yeast, the salt, and the warm water in a big pot, like a 5 or 7 quart pot. Give it a stir. It's gonna become a sticky dough. Leave it for 2 hours. Go back, throw a lot of flour to reknead it, cut it into 2, shape it into the ball, put it on parchment, and then while it's raising, it's gonna take like 40 minutes to raise. Go ahead and light the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and then stuff it in there and bake for like 40-45 minutes, I think. And it comes out soft and delicious. You guys seeing this? Look, when I show you this, the camera makes the rest of the stuff back here blurry. I pull it back. Now everything comes back into view. Yes, I love the Sony ZV-1. So, it's a very stingy sandwich. It only has 1 slice of bacon. It's one of those thick applewood slices. I'm not going to do 2 slices because too much sodium, too much calories. 1 slice of bacon is 70 calories. I have avocado in there. I know B.L.T don't have avocado, but this one has. Jada used to like to do this when she was singing as a little girl. That's how she would direct the band, you know, if she was singing with a band. Anyways, how are you guys doing? I am recording this on the 7th of December. I have 2 videos that are probably going to go up before this one. But, or maybe I switched them up. I don't know. I'm doing Vlogmas. At Bear Pantry Top. That means I'm putting up a video every night. Sometimes it's wee hours of the morning. Because I have to record all day. And then I start editing like 8 o'clock at night. And I try to upload by 11. My time. So, today's Vlogmas, I think is a really good one. Joe's over there eating if you hear the plate scraping, okay? Joe's eating white rice with, he had some salmon that he did in, did you do that in the air fryer? On the stove top? Is it fried in oil? Huh?
Olive oil.
Like sauteed in a little bit of olive oil. And so it was sitting in there for a couple of days. So what he did today was saute some onion And onion and what? Just onion and oil? No tomato?
No tomato.
Tomato? And that's what he's eating. But I didn't want to go sit up at the green screen. He would have eaten with me, but I didn't want to go sit up at the green screen today. It's so easy to just sit here. Anyways, I've come to the realization that a lot of people in my jurisdiction, in my area, are not doing well mentally during this holiday season. Everybody going through something. And so for Vlogmas Day 7, I gave 10 tips of how to, stay, well, not to fall into depression, and how to like pull out of it if you're in it. And I didn't make notes. I was going from store to store to try to find those fruits for the fruit cake. And as the Lord would give me another tip, I said it on the camera. And the Lord gave Joe a couple of tips, gave Jada one tip. And so I hope that blesses the brethren when they watch that video. So by the time I upload this video, this one right here, even if I end up uploading it today, which I don't know because it's a lot of editing, the other one would have already been up. So you need to go check for that other video at Bear Pantry Talk and go find out. I might put the link in the description so you could find it easy. Go see the 10 things you can do to try to not fall into that rut of depression during the holiday season. And if you're already in the rut, how to pull yourself out of it, okay? And I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychologist, psychiatrist, whatever. These are just things that I try my own self to not fall into the rut and to pull myself out of it. So I have trouble with my stomach where I get a lot of gas. So I have to eat very slowly and carefully. Anyways, I didn't realize that my cable lineup has Ion West and Ion East. So, excuse you. So I've been watching Ion West. But what they do during the week, like if today is Tuesday and they're running Chicago Fire, both channels are running Chicago Fire, but on one channel they might be in season 1 episode 15, and on the other channel they'll be in season 1 episode 20 or something like that. So I'm so grateful for those channels because I'm so sick of those darn Christmas movies. I'm not the Grinch that stole Christmas. I love Christmas. See, I have my whole Christmas tree and everything already. Do you guys see that? But I can't deal with these Christmas movies. They're depressing. They're supposed to be heartwarming, but they're not. So Joe is messing with the snap lid containers covering stuff. I switched from Ion just now to see what's going on the regular channel, right? Well, on the news. I turn it on and I see that they charged that boy parents with, I think, 4 manslaughter. Them parents wrecked that little boy's life because they knew what they had on their hands there. That little boy was troubled, and they went and bought him a gun. Why would you do that? You know? Then I think Jada said on TikTok they texted and go, oh, why did you get caught? I'm not sure if that's true. I know they were texting all type of stuff. So Jory is like, how did they see the text? Like the authorities. It's like they got their phone. They probably put that stuff on social media too. Then I saw just now on Joy read that there's a shadowy group in Utah going door to door looking for election fraud in the elections that just happened last year. I'm like, nobody better come to my door. I'm in California, but I wish somebody would just come to my door. It's like, what? Get the hell out of here. First of all, them people, them Republicans won in Utah. What fraud are they looking for in Utah? They won there. I never understand people who already win and still want to look at what? But you won. You won that state. What the hell is going on, Charles? Were you that type of student where you have to get 100% A? Raise your hand. If you were that type of student. Joe, were you that type of student? You had to get A and get 100% A or you didn't feel good? This salad isn't going to choke me. Hold on. It's the Italian. Let me play my commercial so this truck will go by. Belizean black fruit cake, stewed oxtails, warm Creole bread. Simply the best Belizean dishes you can make at home. Watch. Just add flour, baking powder, and milk in a small bowl. Mix, roll flat, then deep fry for a fry jack that is so versatile that it goes perfect with everything. Start the day off right with my simple Belizean Johnny cakes that can be made in the oven or air fryer. All these recipes can be found in my Belizean cookbook Beans and Rice Volume 2. Get a copy today only at www.barepantryshow.com. Shop safely and securely at www.barepantryshow.com. I think he's gone. So I was that type of student that I had to get all A's. I studied for it. I just didn't get it by osmosis. And I had to get 100% A. So not just, you know how you get an A if you get 90 right? So when I started college and I was taking my radio broadcasting courses, it was a microphone technique class. And the stuff was hard that I was studying. It's about the ribbon mic, the condenser mic, the this mic, the that mic, and you have to know which mic is which, because when it comes to the ribbon microphones, most of the time, those little microphones you pin on your shirt, those are called ribbon microphones, right? They're the lavaliers. You're not supposed to blow into those. If you blow into those, you can mess up the internal thing and you've lost a good mic. So the minute you get to school, they tell you, do not blow into any microphone, because you don't know which one is a ribbon mic unless you open the head and look inside or whatever. It looks a certain type of way, because even mics that you hold like that can be ribbon mics. So that was one of the rules. If you blow into a microphone, you get an immediate F in that class that day or whatever. So they want you to tap on the microphone. So always remember that whenever you go any place and you're going to speak publicly and they hand you a mic, tap on it or talk into it and say, check 1, 2, check, check, check. Don't blow into the mic. So everybody in here knows the rules. They don't blow into any microphone because they know the rules, right? So anyways, the test was multiple choice. And I got all right but one, so I still got an A. And when he went through the test, I found out that my answer was actually correct, and he just marked it wrong incorrectly. And so I waited till after class, and I went up and go, excuse me, I'm not mean or, bitchy or whatever. I'm like, my answer was actually correct for number 16, whatever number it was. The teacher looked at me and he shook his head. And he says, are you like this with all your classes? I'm like, yeah. And he says, but you still got an A. And I said, I don't care. It was 100% A. And I said, if I'm studying off of this test for the midterms, right? And I see that you wrong this, even if I go in and I correct it myself, I'm going to question myself at that point and go, why did you correct that? Were you wrong or was the teacher wrong? So I need for you to get your pen and mark it correct. He loved me after that, though. He loved me. So I had stopped watching a lead attorney for a while. Because one, the videos are too long. Two, he takes too long at the beginning to shout out everybody who's donating $5, $10, $15. Although if I were giving, I'd want to shout out, but I'm saying it took too long. And then he stops shouting out those small donations and he starts shouting out only the large donations. And child, they go from $100 to $500 for donations. That man went from 30,000 subscribers literally 3 months ago to almost 100,000. He's giving content that people want. You know, he's always talking about, you know, relationships, men and women relationship, because he's a 20-year divorce attorney. And so he feels like he knows, well, he might know a thing or two about couples, but he only knows about couples that are breaking up. He doesn't know about couples that stay together like me and Joe. You know what I mean? So give him that much though, because he's a divorce attorney, so he knows about divorces and how bitter they can become. And so he's always giving out these warnings about when you get, like, he's telling men, he's mostly protective of men. He calls his platform, I guess he calls it, the manosphere. And he's always telling men that if you get together with a woman and she already has a child, right? She will tell you that we're a team, we're a couple, you know, we're a package deal. But once you split up with her, it's no longer a package deal if you did not adopt that child or those children, because you don't have any rights to the child after the divorce is over. So don't fall into that trap of saying that that woman and her baby is a package deal, because you're always going to be that outsider unless you adopt the children. I never thought of that. I think he's doing some good. But sometimes I think it comes off a little bit skewed against women. That's my opinion. We don't have to fight about it. That's just my opinion. It doesn't mean I won't watch. I watch now and again. It's a good topic. And I have time to just put it on in the background. I'm still watching the B.L.T twins. I like when they talk their patois. I can only watch like 2 episodes a week because they're a bit much. But I love them. I'm still watching Nosy Who on Twitch. Although I missed quite a few episodes when I was doing the reality show. Have you guys considered coming over to my Patreon? I have those 6 episodes there, and I'm still uploading vlogs there, even though I'm doing Vlogmas. I'm putting up one right now. It's already uploaded. I just have to go release it. We talk different things there, you know? Who else am I watching? Conscious TV. Conscious with a Z on the end. I don't know what that guy's real name is, but I like him. I like the way he brings us the update about Larry Reid Live court case, because Larry Reid Live is suing this guy for defamation. Because this guy stalked and harassed him for 2 years. Blacking his name, blacking his brand. So I like watching that. Who else am I watching? Dr. Grande. He's a psychologist that gives you the analysis on different things that's going on right now. He's going in leaps and bounds. He's almost at 1 million. And then I watched Jovi B the other day when she was bringing that Danny Lee stuff. Jada met that girl Danny Lee before, when Jada was going out there getting her music out there. Jada didn't like her. She seemed kind of show-offy. I watched Tim 2.0 now and again. He gives commentary also. I watched a couple of videos for the B.L.T. The B.L.T+2. She's doing a pregnancy series right now. She was upset because she took several pregnancy tests that says she's positive, but the doctors don't want to see her till at least 9 or 10 weeks. That's why I would have waited. If I were her, I would have waited until I saw a doctor and they confirmed it with their tests and stuff. Because if things are going to go wrong in the pregnancy, most of the time it happens right at that 10 week, 8, 9, 10, 12 week mark. That's why they don't want to see you till then. Because it's a moot point at that point to see you before. I used to watch another YouTuber, and she's in the medical field, and she announced right away from a pregnancy test. And it's not that the tests are wrong, you know. Some pregnancies just kind of abort on their own, right? And she got to like 10 weeks. And everybody told her she announced too soon, and she goes, well, how long are you supposed to wait? I didn't say nothing. Because I don't put negative things in people comment, but I wanted to tell her, you wait till you get it confirmed with an ultrasound. Child. Especially on YouTube, you know, because people going to accuse you of lying. So, coming back to the B.L.T+2, I think they really want a boy because they have 2 pretty little girls. But I laugh sometimes when I see people put things in a comment like, oh, because you're nauseated and throwing up all the time, it's definitely a boy. That has nothing to do with it. Some people just have hyperemesis. I had that. Where I threw up for the 9 months with all my pregnancies. And that's in my family because one of my cousins had it too. You know? Nine months. It's like, oh, your belly is showing already, so maybe it's a boy. Or belly's not showing, maybe it's a boy. Child, you don't know what. When I was pregnant with Joshua, I really wanted a boy. I don't know why. It didn't have anything to do with carry on the family name, yada yada, because Grinage is not my family name. You know what I mean? But I wanted a boy. I think it's because I helped my mom a lot with my little brother and I kind of missed him. So, Joseph! Joe!
Hi.
I could hear that music, honey bun. I could hear that music. Can you lower it a little bit? I wanted a boy so bad that I could like get angry when people would come out. Oh, you look like you're having a girl. And then Joshua was born. And I realized at that point the most important thing was the fact that he was healthy. I think I knew that in the back of my brain. But I think I thought I had guarantees. Oh, he's going to be healthy. I'm young and we're healthy, you know. When I got pregnant with Jory, I didn't do that to myself. I'm like, whatever you give me, God, I'm good. When I got pregnant with Jada, Joe wanted a girl bad. I wanted a girl for him, but I didn't want to fall into that trap that I fell into with Joshua's pregnancy. I wanted to enjoy the pregnancy, and I had already had a miscarriage before Jada's pregnancy. So I'm like, look, God, just give me a healthy baby, whatever it is. We're going to take it, whatever. And God really blessed me with that little girl. For as much as she can frustrate me sometimes, Because she never wants to be home. She always wants to be out somewhere. A social butterfly. So for as much as she frustrated, because she's a procrastinator, I'm like, didn't I tell you to take pictures of the car so I could try to put that car up for sale? Still not take the pictures. I'm gonna have to find the key. I'm gonna do it myself. I already took pictures of the outside, but I need pictures of the inside, right? Well, for as much as she frustrates me, she's such a good daughter. She knows how to cook. Everything that she tries, she gets good at it. The only thing that keeps mastering her is like making bread. And I told her, you just need more practice. She doesn't practice it enough. This is good. But I've discovered I don't really like lettuce on my sandwich. It gets kind of too slippery. But I decided I was going to do a B.L.T. So you guys would have dragged me if I didn't have the L. You're gonna light the Christmas tree. I don't know when. I think it's this week. It might be today. I wanted to go, but then I don't want to be out there in that cold. And then I don't want to be close to people. And I want to get that new variant. We're going to have the Christmas parade on the 12th, I think. I might go to that. Because you can socially distance with that. These things get slippery. I have so many like vegetable cutters. But I never use them because I'm afraid to take off my damn finger. So what do you guys do to pull yourself out of a rut? You don't even have to be a depression, but a rut. I know some of you are going to say, I meditate and I pray. That helps, but honestly, for people that don't believe in God, that doesn't work for them. You know? Me, I try my best not to overeat. Because when you're in that rut, you tend to want to eat junk. And you tend to want to overeat. And when you do that, then you feel worse. You know? This is a very easy bread for you guys to try. Because the first whole half of it is with a stick. Turn in the dough. You just saw me get that pot. Do your phone ringing? Please answer it because I'm on the thing here. He always let the phone ring 4 times. I can hear them from here. was 2,000. I'm nosy. What do they want, Joe?
Medical.
Sometimes Joe don't know that it's a computer. It's a robot. It's a robot, right?
Yeah, press one, don't press two.
Okay. So I asked you guys, what do you do to pull yourself out of a rut or to stop from slipping into depression during the holiday season? I'm gonna look for your comments below. But I want you guys to go over to Bear Pantry Talk and look at my 10. A friend of mine taught me this. Let me show you this. She says her husband taught her that when you go eat out somewhere, you can't really be digging in your teeth to get the spinach out and stuff like that, right? He says get a clean piece of the paper and chew it. And it's going to wipe down all that stuff out of your teeth. Throw it away when you're done. It's kind of like when you put on lipstick. If you don't want it to get on your teeth, you have to do this. Kind of wipe it back off on the finger, kind of like that. Me and Joe always do that when we go eat out. You guys hear how fast that thing's going? So this morning, when Jory went to work out in the garage, because he works out like around 4 or 4:30, he left his room door open and his dog Cora came out of the room and went into the trash can. I always have the trash can tied off at nighttime because I don't trust that dog. That dog throw that thing over and spill everything on the floor. I don't know what this old one over here gonna eat, the black dog, the lab. She started to throw up. Whatever she ate, she started to throw up. She was probably choking on something, orange peel or something, and started to throw up. And he had to clean up all that mess this morning before 6 o'clock. He was mad. He said he's still mad at these dogs because he hold malice, you know. I'm like, put your dog outside when you're going to go work out or lock your room door. You know that dog crazy. You can't hold malice with these dogs. They don't know. The dog already forgot what she did, okay? So I got up and I trust Jory cleaning. So I got up and I put Dettol and everything and I clean up my laundry room and my kitchen real well. I mop the floor. And so now I'm going to go mop out here from here to the dining room because it's going to rain. And once it's going to rain, whatever dust is here is going to turn to mud. So I'm going to sweep and mop and make sure the floors are clean. I like to clean when rain is coming. I like to clean before the rain comes because then it doesn't get muddy in here. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it was not a productive day today because I didn't find the fruits, but I did go out with Joe and pick up quite a few things. I picked up some vegan cheese so I could try to make something with cheese for myself. It was quite expensive. They didn't have the cream cheese that I wanted, the Tofudi or whatever that brand is. They only had that Daya, and everybody has warned me not to get the Daya. Jory has warned me, Bella has warned me, and another person warned me, I forget who, not to get the Daya because it's nasty. And we got some andouille, so we're going to be doing some jambalaya soon. Probably not for the show because I have that video here already several times, but just for ourselves. Maybe we'll do a mukbang with that one. And what else did we pick up? Went to Food for Less. What did I get at Food for Less? Some serrano peppers. Oh, that pepper hot. Every time I cut that pepper, it starts burning under my nail, but I still love the taste of pepper. Just one little piece in something like it, especially in the jambalaya, that would be awesome. So, as we're heading towards the rest of this month, guys, my one advice that I'm going to tell you that I said at the other channel is stay in your routine. Try not to get off of your routine. When you get off of your routine, that's when you start feeling a type of way. You know, so don't stop exercising just because Christmas is coming. Don't start binging on all these chocolates and cookies and candies and stuff just because Christmas is coming. Christmas is just another day. You know, it's so commercialized right now. It's all about gift to this one and who give the better gift, yada yada, whatever, and all these cookies and cakes and creams and eggnogs. You don't need that stuff. Honestly, you don't need that stuff. Still try to eat healthy. This is not 100% healthy, but it's better than just sitting here eating cookies. you know. And the neighbors, I don't have the kind of neighbors that's going to bring me cookies and stuff. They just don't. But even if they do, I don't eat that stuff. It's like, not because I'm scornful or anything. I think they're clean. But because I don't want to eat all the sweets. I make the sweets and I don't eat it. That cake, I was throwing that cake in the trash. And Jada says, no, the slices are small. I'm going to take like 4 slices over to my friend Matt. They have a big family. Somebody could get a piece. You know, I'm going to take some over to my friend Enrique. And so she wanted to give it away. I'm not eating these sweet things. I'm going to eat my black cake. When I make my black cake, I'm going to eat my black cake. But I'm not eating these sweet things because I have an anniversary coming. Me and Joe, 35 years of marriage on December the 20th. And then we have Christmas. Then we have Jada's birthday on the 27th. And then we have New Year's or New Year's Eve, whatever you celebrate, right? So we have a lot of holidays, and I started my eating plan last year on December the 4th, knowing full well I had all those holidays coming up, and I still ate little pieces of everything on each of these days, so I didn't feel neglected and you know, feel like I couldn't eat something and enjoy life. But I ate smaller pieces. And then when you're going to eat something sweet, eat it with a meal. Like this, I'm done. So what I'm going to do is eat, you know, a piece of pineapple or some grapes or something, or an apple, whatever. And that's my fruit. You get 2 to 3 servings of fruit a day. You guys pick up my Healthy Selfie ebook. Well, not pick up, buy it and download it, because you're going to need it. You're going to need it, you know, to get you through this holiday season. You can start your eating plan now. No need to wait till the end of the holiday season to start your eating plan, because you're not going to be deprived. All right. I said over at the other channel that I don't give that book away, because when you give books like that away, people don't do it. People don't do it. I did a class on this before, and I had a few people come in free to the class, and they didn't start the plan. They just don't do it. Once it's free, they don't do it. A couple of people that I've given it away to, even if they get off of it, you know who you are, they get back on it. And I said that at the other channel too. They get right back on it, and I'm proud of you for doing that, because nobody says you can stay on it 100,000%. But if you kind of sidetrack and you get off, it's like, okay, fix it in the next meal. Just because you had one bad meal right now, don't mean you're going to go downhill and eat just horrible for the rest of that 24-hour period. You can fix it in the next meal. Okay, if I start off breakfast wrong, then I fix it in lunch. If I get lunch wrong, then I fix it in dinner. I'm not perfect on this plan either. If I were perfect on the plan, I would have been at my goal already. I'm not at my goal yet. I have 20 more pounds to go to get to my goal. I want to be 150, by the way. And so I'm at like 168 right now. And I vacillate up and down to 170, 168, 170. It's never gone below 168. You don't know how bad I want to see 165. I can taste it. But I don't want to deprive myself. I don't want to starve myself. I'm happy with what I'm eating, and it's going to happen. As long as I keep working out with it, it's going to happen. Today we couldn't ride because of the stupid drizzling that was happening. When this food goes down, I'm going to turn on some music and I'm going to dance. And that will give you some joy in your spirit too, right? So you guys take care of yourself, because you know this pandemic is still going on. A lot of people are acting like it's not, like it's over, like it's not still happening. I don't understand why they would ever tell us to take off our masks. Vaccinated or not, why would they tell people to take off their masks? That's the one thing we can all agree on, right? That the masks, they do work to a big degree. Because even though Jory wore his mask and still got sick, I'm not going to rule out the mask, because Joshua and Jada didn't get sick. And I wore my mask when I went into the kitchen when I was sick. And I wiped down everything and washed everything and washed out, you know, then even the toothpaste, I would wipe that down and stuff with disinfectant before they could come and touch it and all that. And they didn't get sick. You know what I mean? Praise God for that. So anyways, guys, take care of yourself. I love you all for watching the videos. I really look forward to your comments, and you guys have been leaving a lot of comments, and I really look forward to it. And thank you for the thumbs up in advance. And try to share the videos for me so that other people that you may know in your network can come and follow, because we're trying to get to 100,000. According to Social Blade, I'm not going to see 100,000 till next year at the same time, even though I only need 5,500 more. The only way that's going to happen is if I get into controversy with somebody. And child, I don't want that. I don't want to get into controversy with no YouTuber, because it's too stressful. I don't know how other YouTubers do it. Oh, another one that I watch is Troy's TV. I still like that little young man. I don't watch everything these people put up, but I do watch certain things, and I do go around and give them my time to watch their stuff. Man, Joe phone ring like he's waking up the dead. Joseph!
No.
Why you have to let it ring 4 times? This is OCD. It's OCD. Let him. Oh. OCD. You know that I took sign language when I first got married to Joe because I knew he was deaf. Ever since age 27, I knew he was deaf. He was 27 when I got married. I got married to him at 29. I met him at 27 when he was 27. And we took sign language and we loved it. But after Joshua was born, we couldn't go back because he cried too much. And so when the kids grew up, they took sign language as their second language. So they all know sign language to a degree. Jada is the one that knows it the best. Okay, she practices it, and it has come in clutch for her several times in the store, in the bank, at the gym, where she can communicate for somebody who's hearing impaired or who's deaf with sign language. She really remembers it. I'm going to start practicing again because I love the language. Anyways, let me try to get out of here. I'm going to need to holler for somebody for help because I can't crawl. I can crawl into the chair. I just can't crawl out of the chair. You guys, I want to buy Jada these speakers. See it right here? I want to buy Jada these speakers. They're $260 something from $290 something. What do you guys think? Should I do it? Remember, guys, we're not buying this book. Why? Because my distributor is ripping me off and not paying me any of my royalties. So for this reason, I redid the book that's being sold on Amazon and I made this book. I removed a bunch of the recipes from the first book because I did not deem them to be authentically Belizean enough. And I put a bunch of brand new recipes in here. So you're going to get more for your money, okay? So when you buy this book, you're going to find that the recipes are very easy to understand and the dishes are going to come out perfect the very first time. So this book was made in 2018. In the middle of the pandemic in 2020, I made this book, The Pantry Laid Bare, and this is restaurant quality, no, not restaurant quality, better than restaurant quality meals at home. Now in 2021, I have my brand new book. This one's called No More Leftovers. Why? Because I reduced some of the recipes from this book, some of the recipes from this book, and I put a bunch of brand new recipes in there, but they're all small batches, all right? Now to purchase, all you have to do is visit my website, www.barepantryshow.com. You can shop safely and securely at www.barepantryshow.com.